Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the EGL 1 Season 2 Wildcard Draw. My name's Keemstar. Couldn't resist. And I'll be joined by Not a Hero as we find out who's going to be making their way into the main event for EGL 1 Season 2. This course, there are some teams that have already qualified, and we'll go through them in just a moment. But tonight's about the 8 draws that are possible for tonight's wildcard draw. We will, of course, be having 4 teams joining the 4 invited side and the 8 sides that will qualify directly from the qualifier itself. Not a Hero, welcome to the broadcast. How are you this evening?
So far so good. Keen to see who's gonna go through to the main event. The qualifiers are still ongoing, obviously. Playing for seeding, which I think is very important in a tournament like this. Some big names waiting in the main event already, the 4 invitees, and yeah, these guys are trying to get a proper seeding, get some momentum. Looks good. I'm excited.
Of course, I mean it is a big deal as well where you qualify in this event. I mean, obviously we've already got multiple teams that have already made it into the top 8, so they'll go directly through. But you really still want to make it to top 1 because you don't really want to go up against a Sinister 5 in your first match of an EGL 1 Season 2 main event. So you're going to try to avoid that for as long as possible. Of course, that'll be the main, I guess, the main goals of the teams that are currently still playing in the event. And for those who are both lucky and unlucky enough to be in the qualified draw tonight, obviously that's somewhat less relevant, but they will obviously be seeded, I believe, according to who they locked to and how those teams performed as well as they go through. So it won't just be totally randomized. Okay, so let's answer the million-dollar question. Why is it that Hellbird is wearing a hat? And yes, if you were surprised, I am in fact Hellbird, not Keemstar. I see the striking resemblance like a fatter Keemstar, but why am I wearing a hat, Not a Hero? I'm glad you asked. And the reason for it is because this is how your fate will be decided. If you're from one of the sides that are in the wildcard draw, going to be from this hat. So I'm going to take it off for a second, and I think we get stuck in with our first draw immediately.
Oh, that hairline!
It's holding up, right?
Yeah, it's doing okay.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Age is not there yet. It's doing all right.
Getting on it. All right. So into the hat we have. Let's try this again.
Yeah,
we have our different little pieces of paper. Each one represents one of the sides that have qualified. There is an exception.
It's their faith and their hope and their dreams, Holbert. You're holding the dreams there.
I am indeed. And the thing is, these teams... one team has already fallen out. Be right back. Good. Disaster averted. We've reclaimed our sides. Again, there's actually 8 inside here. Now, bear in mind that there is a side that has pulled out in the form of Odyssey. So Odyssey, they're here spiritually in the form of a draw again piece of paper. So let's go ahead and pull. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to shuffle it around. I'm going to pull one of these names, and let's find out who the first team joining us for the main event is. Of course. Of course it would be. Right, so Odyssey, if you're out there, by the way, this would have been you. And we're going to, of course, hit things off immediately with the draw again. So let's get rid of that one. Let's try this again, shall we? Let's go. I feel like fate is going in a certain direction here. It's not. It's going in a totally different direction. So, what do you guys say? You want to see it, Not a Hero? You want to take a gamble?
Yeah, I want to see this team, and then we can briefly speak about them as well.
All right, fine. Well, that team is Gravetide 5. Congratulations, team that has made it through. And obviously, that is yeah. What do you know about Gravetide 5? What can you tell me?
They kind of had I would say a harsh draw in the brackets. They won their first game 2-0 pretty convincingly. And then they went up against Black Rabbit Gaming, which is the former Pingu squad, a stacked Immortal team. So obviously one of the underdogs for this tournament. So it was a bit of a feels bad, a bit of bad luck in the drawing phase there. And it'll be nice to see them back to maybe avoid Black Rabbit Gaming and and see what they can do in the tournament. Like, good to have them have another chance.
We just appreciate for a moment that we have Black Rabbit Gaming thing. Obviously, you know what I feel particularly bad about is I think Corny went and made them the Pingu logo or something like that, right? So
Oh yeah, and then
it's been lost.
maybe it's just put into the archives for future. You never know.
Well, somebody out there, you want a Pingu logo? We got one waiting for you. All right, let's go again, shall we? I'm gonna shuffle it about a little bit. I'm gonna hold this up, right? Do I have two? I have two. Okay, hold on, let's try this again. Was poor roll. I feel like I have to like hold it. Okay, you guys trust me, right? Like I'm not gonna cheat. All right, let's see. Oh, it's my favorite one. It's my favorite one. Let's see. Let me figure out who this one is. There's definitely a bunch of people out there who'll know who this is because, well, they are them. But this is the side of, I think it's Guns and Rose or something. I don't think it's Roses.
Or Rosé.
Rosé?
Guns and Rosé.
Guns and Rose.
Yeah, so
I've seen something amazing.
So Guns and Rosé or Roses or Rose made it through. They had a 2-1 series in the first round against Fifth Dimension. And then they lost 2-0 to Aura Gaming, a team that in the previous EGL performed extremely well and made it quite far. So also good to have them seeing in. These are teams that got knocked out by, I would say, some of the higher teams, and it's giving them a chance to come back with a vengeance.
Okay, well, we have two more teams to make it through. I've just seen the most amazing graphic of Black Rabbit Gaming. We've got to share this. We'll put it on the socials and such. So if you are watching, if you somehow got here without knowing the socials, you had to kind of go through the link tree. So if you somehow magically stumbled upon this, please do go check out Evesports on Twitter. It's at Evesports, and join the fun, join the event, and follow along with all the updates that I'm sure will be posted onto the socials as they go. And of course, they're also retweeting some of the community casting that's going on. For example, I see Shaky in the YouTube chat, so I know he's here. So shout out to him. I know he's got a game, I believe, at 8 o'clock tonight as well. So we'll make sure that we send you over to him when we get a chance. But of course, we still have about 8 minutes before that, and we have about 8 minutes to resolve the next two sides. We'll be joining them, of course.
Two more.
And if we go back to the hat, not hero. Want to take a gamble? Who's going to?
So let's take a bet here. Like, who do you want to go through, and who do you think you're going to draw?
I don't remember who all the teams are. I wrote them all
You
down.
wrote them on the papers.
Quietly goes to cheat to find the information that nobody sent.
So
give me a second.
I'm coaching some of the gigahertz boys, so I would like obviously them to go forward, but that's my personal perspective. But
Right. Well, I like Frostbite. I think that
yeah,
there's
Frostbite as well. Also, I would say they had maybe a little bit of an unlucky draw there. The Face It boys that they lost to is by no means slouch Dota players. So having them come back would be nice.
Look, we've named two signs that we like. What do we know about Delta Gaming? They're obviously also in the draw at the moment.
Not much.
Okay.
Not much. Be straight honest, but draw them and let them prove us wrong.
Okay, well, let's see. Will it be
Yeah.
Delta? You heard? There's this other terrible team there. We'll see if they make it through. XD Salt. Have you heard of them? No, do you know anything about this side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure if they dropped the XT, they might have won their games.
Well.
Shout out to Reddit.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently, I am the Oracle because it's going to be Frostbite who will be joining the fray. Congratulations to them.
Made it.
I think. I just gotta say I like Frostbite because they have a great logo, if I recall. Like their flags are good and that kind of stuff. If you know how there we go. I mean, it's right beneath me. Right over there. So I like the Frostbite logo. So cool. Congratulations to them. Of course, there's just one left. And that leaves, of course, XD Salt. Sure, that doesn't happen again. Is XD Salt. Forsaken Dragons, they didn't make 3 yet, did they? Gigahertz and Delta Gaming. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Like looking through the collected ones so far. Who was the first? I remember Odyssey. It was Guns N' Roses. Yeah. Okay, cool. So one last. There are obviously 3 left inside here because we've already pulled the draw again. So 2 of these sides will not be making it. You want to do the honors? Do like a virtual pull for us, not a hero.
Like a drum roll.
Just dip into the hat. Dip into the hat. Come on. Fantastic.
Okay, but
And
now I can't show it.
The team was... Well... It's taking forever to unroll, by the way, because I have it in my hand. And congratulations to the last team that'll be joining us. Forsaken Dragons, the last team making it through. It's ironic because they were the one team we didn't talk about, actually, because I realized, as I thought, I was like, hold on, we never actually spoke about Forsaken Dragons. So it clearly was meant to be. So obviously what that means is that there will be, we will unfortunately have to say goodbye to XD Salt, Delta Gaming, and who's the other one missing? Gigahertz, I guess. And did you say you were coaching them? Oh, I'm sorry.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, obviously it's sad. I mean, it's one of the things about the Wildcard draw that is obviously... It's great that it exists because, I mean, for these 4 sides that have made it through, it's obviously a great opportunity for them to show their worth. And I think a bigger... Like, it really was a phenomenal performance from these wildcard sides in the previous season of EGL 1. I mean, we saw some great performances from these teams that were supposed to go nowhere and ended up... I think one of them knocked out WRG or something, if I'm missing. One of the wildcard sides.
Yeah, Hayes knocked out Pingu and Aura Gaming knocked out WRG. And Aura was a wildcard side in the previous tournament.
Pretty crazy stuff. Let's see.
Bring more of that, wildcard teams. Go practice hard and let's get some upsets in here.
I guess that's the thing, is that if you had some advice, obviously, for those of you who are unaware, Not a Hero is obviously a bit of a legend in the South African scene, been playing at a high level for a very long time. I'm kind of curious to know, if you were able to give some advice to these sides that have made it through the wildcard draws, what would it be?
We'll just relish the underdog tag, because I remember 2019 Comic-Con, which Goliath Gaming won. We beat them leading into that tournament, and just play with the confidence to actually like claim it, own it, and learn from it. Like, that's what this is about. Like, EGL is here, not like we had Reese the other day on the podcast, and like the entire goal of this whole tournament is to grow our esports scene or to grow Dota, the community, and for that to happen, players need to get better. And the only way we're going to get better is we play against the best. So, relish it.
Alright, well, I guess now is a fun opportunity to just run all through for you guys again, because we do, at the very least, know exactly who the teams will be. The order in which they compete, that's still up for grabs. There's some games to watch and to find out exactly where it'll be, but there's obviously a time to announce who the sides are. So, of course, the invited teams will be Sinister 5, Energy Esports, XD, and Duck, who obviously were the top performers in the first season. The open qualifier, although still resolving their seed into it, will be Aura Gaming, Black Rabbit Gaming, game has changed, Face It Boys, White Rabbit Gaming, Myrmidons Gaming, VDR XP, and Punks Interactive Gaming. And of course, then our wildcard sides that have joined the fray will be Gravetide 5, Guns N' Roses, Frostbite Gaming, and last but not least, Forsaken Dragons. Congratulations to all those teams mentioned. We very much look forward to casting you, and I hope you'll join us soon.
But let's not forget about, in the main event upcoming as well, on streams, some free stuff.
I'm glad you mentioned, because it has been one of the things we've really enjoyed doing as the first season, is giving away the free stuff. And the free stuff in this season will be, again, more Steam vouchers coming away. So if you are looking forward to playing New World, I hear that's what all the cool kids are doing. I, of course, am not being one of the cool kids. But, for example, there are some Steam vouchers that you can put towards your very own copy of the New World, and they'll also be giving away some ETech mouse pads. These are the full table size ones, as I understand. They're actually pretty cool, and they come with a whole bunch of different patterns and styles. So make sure you tune in for an opportunity to win some prizes. That'll be every single one of the matches in the main event. Not a Hero, I think it's time we wrap things up. Any final thoughts from you?
Just good luck to all these teams. Good luck to the guys still playing qualifiers. We've got some spicy matches coming up. I believe there is one happening tonight on Shaky's channel. So the guys that are here, that want to catch some of the action, move over to shaky.tv. Is that correct, Albert?
I follow him on Twitch. I can find out for you quickly.
Yeah. So head over to Shaky's channel. Albert will share it on the YouTube screen there. That's some of the EGL action going on. And over the next few days, over the next few week or 1 week, there's going to be a lot of matches happening, and the guys are fighting for their seeding. So good luck to them, and let's get to that main event where the
Awesome.
knockout data starts.
So just on that note, it is in fact twitch.tv /shaky_TV. That's the link that I've put in the YouTube channel, and you can find some EGL 1 action tonight. I have to give a shout out to Reddit because I didn't before. So Reddit, the man with the best jawline in XD Salt, I give you a very special shout out. And of course, a shout out to all the the viewers and friends who have joined in for this broadcast this evening. We hope to see you guys soon for some more EGL 1 action. But for now, we'll just ask you to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you soon. Good night.